GearNetwork.com.
The following is a presentation of the Gear Radio Network.
So, Fat Man.
Wait a minute. You're not Sleazy.
I mean, I've been called Sleazy once or 17 times, but that's besides the point.
Where the fuck is Sleazy? I don't. Wait a minute. Did Sleazy finally become? Oh my God! So when Sleazy leaves, you're Sleazy in Canada. That's what it is.
Ooh, Canadian Sleazy.
You're
it's
Canadian
like
Sleazy. Well, I guess Canadian Sleazy and I and Mark are going to talk about war games on the wrestling show. I'm waiting for Sleazy's. Yeah.
Welcome, everybody.
There you go.
This is Sleazy.
I really am the Fat Man. Chip, your broadband network is low, you fucking Mark.
I'm driving, so yeah.
Going to sound really, really weird.
Hey, leave him alone. He's dedicated enough to still be going to a hockey game and be on the podcast. Unlike the other three that don't fucking show up.
Brian's the one breaking up. Okay.
Ryan's not breaking up on my end. It's you is breaking up.
Oh, that's how you do.
I'm the Fat Man. And this week, as we mentioned, Chip's driving to Capitals game?
Yep, Caps and Ducks.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. Lower bowl seats, section 121.
Ooh, when I went to Boston, I had club seating.
I love club seating.
Probably wasn't worth the price I paid, but it was still.
Oh, well, I got these from a friend. She asked if I wanted to go to a game tonight, and Kim's boss wouldn't let her off work, so me and Dell are going.
Oh, it's nice. Well.
Yes, Dell's never been to a hockey game, so I'm excited for it.
What a piece of shit. He calls himself a hockey fan. Never been to a hockey game. All right, so this is a wrestling podcast.
No.
So we are taping this on a Monday. Nudge, nudge, breaking kayfabe. And War Games was last night. And so wasn't there like hard times?
Yeah, there were 3 pay-per-views this weekend.
Hard Times was Sunday. Or Hard Times was Saturday.
Saturday.
And Triple Mania was on Saturday.
Yeah.
What's this Triple Mania?
As a wrestling journalist, you should fucking understand that there's other promotions out there.
Watch the product.
I don't know. I don't watch the product because it's in fucking Mexico. You fucking Mark.
Hey, Chip told us this thing was in English.
It was English. It was all English.
I don't give a shit. America.
Go to the website. They got the full show there.
America.
Free plug.
I didn't give the website. I just said website.
I don't know what website you're talking about, and I possibly will not check it out. The only probably match I would want to see on there will be the Lucha Bros FTR ladder match. No, not the main event.
Shit.
Why would I watch the main event?
Well,
I know who.
Historically speaking, you would want to watch the main event to watch the new champion be crowned. But what do
I know who the new champion is.
The guy who was.
It's like a Viking guy. It's like a Viking guy or something. Yeah. Instead of it already happened.
Yeah, but maybe we're going to review it.
Yeah, we're not. Okay, let's review a show that we've all watched, which was in Ryan's smoking a bowl, or what the hell is he doing?
I don't know.
Playing with shit.
Oh, he's playing with shit. Okay, his AD's kicking in.
Yeah.
NXT TakeOver War Games last night opened with the women's War Game match, Toxic Attraction and Dakota Kai versus Raquel Gonzalez, Io Shirai, Sleazy's not here, haha, Cora Jade, and Kylie Ray. Match went 31 minutes and 21 seconds. Obviously, this happened last night. Meltzer's a mark and doesn't have his star ratings out. So, going on John Canton's. John gave this 4 stars.
What an overrated piece of shit.
Canadian Sleazy, you're the women's wrestling enthusiast today?
And tag team wrestling, because technically it was a tag match. I mean,
Yes, so it all comes together. It all comes
what
together.
what a terrible fucking match. Oh my God. I don't know what it was. I love Toxic Attraction. I love Dakota Kai. I don't mind the faces as much, but like everything about this match is fucking brutal. Slow going. Nothing seemed to be working. Then that stupid spot with fucking Cora Jade or whatever the fucking generic white wrestling woman number 7's name is. Like,
Wow. We talked about this. We talked about this last night. I liked it. Like, I didn't think it was terrible. As with every
this
War
was the
Games,
worst match on the card.
I 100% disagree with that. But as every War Games match, it gets better when there's more people in it. It was slow. I was going to play a game with Sleazy. We're going to play Marry, Fuck, Kill. But since Sleazy isn't here, okay, let's do it. Okay, obviously Dakota Kai, and then you got Kylie Ray. The next person was Gigi Dillon, or Dillon, or whatever the name is. Marry, Fuck, Kill.
With Kylie Ray, Dakota Kai, and Gigi?
Yeah.
I'd fuck Gigi, and I'd marry Dakota Kai. So ipso facto, Kylie Ray's dead.
Reverse Dakota Kai and Gigi, and then we got the same.
Yeah.
Oh, I see polices in Chip's mirrors.
No, it was fire department.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
Anyway, let's not play this game. But anyway, how did Darby Allin not stay with fucking Gigi?
Stupid.
I know, she's fucking hot. Anyway,
Hey, Chip, you're the tiebreaker here. I thought the match was terrible, and Fat Man liked the match.
Well, I don't think in the whole 5, 6, 7, however many years I've been doing this show, I don't think I've ever heard Ryan talk negatively about a match, let alone a tag team match.
let alone a War Games match.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Let alone a War
it was
Games
so
match.
bad. Like, I'm watching it. I'm trying to get into it because I basically like all wrestling for the most part. Like, I'll find a way to say how it makes sense and all that shit. But oh my God,
It was very slow in starting. Oh my God, that Cora Jade spot, my arm hurt from that. And the fact that Io Shirai put it back in was impressive.
That had to be 100% part of the match. Because there was no way that a doctor will let a wrestler pop another wrestler's arm into place. Not a fucking chance. Not a chance.
I mean, it wasn't a great match, but it wasn't a horrible match. I mean, I give it 3.5.
I mean, I agree with Chip. I gave it 3.5 also. I thought it was a really good match. Again, it was weird. It was weirdly booked. The faces had the advantage, which was kind of, against type. So it was just weirdly booked. And it was just one of those, I think Cora Jade did a great job in selling, but it wasn't necessary. Those spots weren't necessary. I see where they wanted to make her the underdog has coming up from below and has the fighting spirit even when hurt, but it's a War Games match. You couldn't just have her get the shit kicked out of her and then fucking come back. You didn't need...
Seriously, I mean, the War Games is supposed to be like the end-all of all matches because you beat the hell out of each other for God knows how long if you're coming first, and you can't. Nothing can happen until that last person reaches. So this should be. I mean, it should be paced, but it should have been a lot better than it was. I definitely fell asleep during most of that match, and that's not a War Games match. I don't know where to fall asleep during.
You just fall asleep everywhere.
Ron Kidd died.
So what?
I said the Ron Kidd died. Everything about this match.
I disagree.
You just made your entire women's champions division look like shit.
The ending was weird, where like Raquel hit her power choke slam thingy, and then like one of the Toxic Attraction just like laid there for like 90 billion. Lay there like a douchebag. And then Cora Jade's like, I'll just pin you. Like, it was just weird. I understand where Ryan's coming from. Everything just seemed off. Everything just seemed weirdly booked. But I think the match was good, but the booking was kind of weird. I get where Ryan's coming from.
Okay, I can see that.
It was just everything was off. But I don't disagree. You made your women's division look like crap, but because you pinned one of the tag team champions, if you're going to have Cora Jade pin anyone, shouldn't have been Mandy Rose. But
it should have been Dakota Kai that got pinned,
or Dakota Kai. I don't think it should have been one of the tag champions. Either you're going to make Cora Jade a credible threat to your women's champion, or beat Dakota Kai, who's established.
Yeah.
But, oh well. Again, I thought it was good. A really good match. It's just, again, Brian was right. It was just booking was a little off. NXT Tag Team Championships, Imperium versus Kyle O'Reilly and Von Wagner. 14 minutes and 53 seconds. Ken gave this also 4 stars. Sleazy, you're the tag team wrestling. Kenny and Sleazy, my bad. You're the tag team wrestling.
I feel like this match should have opened the card more. Like, yes, you knew with the shit that was going to happen at the end of something with Von Wagner and Carl splitting off because they weren't going to win. Because if you listen to Cornette's podcast, he said last Saturday, because we're coming out on Saturday, that Carl Riley hasn't resigned and he wasn't going to resign. So you kind of knew anybody that watched it, and especially that crowd in NXT that know all this stuff, they knew Carl Riley wasn't winning that belt. So you had to go out and have a good match knowing you knew who the winners was going to be. And I thought they really did. I really enjoyed the match. I think it picked the card back up.
I thought it was a really good match, too. My feed went out for about 2 minutes because the app crashed on my PlayStation 5. But that was the only time I really had any problems. It just was great. I had no buffering, and then the app crashed.
You spent all that money on a PlayStation 5 and it crashed on you.
And then it came back up. That's the first time that app has ever crashed, which was super weird. But I missed about 2 minutes of it, but it was right in the middle of the match. I gave it 3 3/4. I thought it was a really good match. Ryan was right. Predictable who was going to win. Stupid how they did the ending or the post-match, I thought. It made Wagner look like...
And he showed the Undisputed Era logo, but there's no Undisputed Era anymore.
There will be.
I didn't understand that either, Chip. I really didn't. Because, I mean, Roddy's still there, but for him to do it, it was just like, why? Like, you're going to pop the people that like the Undisputed Era, fine, and they see it and they're like, cool. But I don't know what it served to do to push that around.
It's just like, I mean, and I liked the match. I did. And I think Von Wagner is very talented. He can go. And I like the kind of persona he's rolling with right now. And of course, Kyle Riley was going to stab him in the back because Kyle Riley is all about Kyle Riley now that he doesn't have Kyle O'Reilly. Sorry, now that he doesn't have the Undisputed Era or anyone with him. But it's just when he called back to Undisputed Era, I'm just like, that's pointless. I mean, you got Roderick Strong doing this thing with Diamond Mine, and you got 2 other guys, and the other, I was just like, that was stupid. I didn't mind the heel turn, but that whole flex in the Undisputed Era sign was just like, what the fuck, dude?
there's no payoff to it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So why do it? Yeah. I like Von Wagner. He's very green, but he's still impressive. It's a good. I also thought it was a good idea to put him with O'Reilly to at least get him some tutelage there.
Yeah, I agree.
But predictable ending. Imperium was impressive, obviously. Still a really good match.
Who's going to knock Imperium off? Or are they going to have one of those long ass runs?
I hope they have a line.
Right now, I don't. Right now,
There's
I don't.
no
see
one I can
anyone
see.
saying-
Yeah, I don't see anyone. Maybe
Exactly.
grizzled young vets eventually,
You
but
do remember that Breezango ended their first NXT tag title reign, Paul. So realistically, the answer could be anybody.
yeah. So, yeah. Hair versus hair match. Cameron Grimes versus Duke Hudson. 10 minutes and 24 seconds. I'll start with Chip.
I mean, I feel a lot better than it was, and that's the thing. Cameron Grimes can go, and I just don't think this is one of his better matches. Did the right guy die? I don't think so. I think Cameron should have gone in a different direction with his look and all that. But I would give that about 3.25.
Overrated piece of shit. It was an okay match for a house show. Like, Duke Hudson's your typical old school heel, very slow offense, brings the crowd
Boring to
down.
watch. Boring to watch.
Very boring to watch, but he's a good heel. I mean, it's nothing against it. It's just the way he works, just very methodical, quote unquote. There was a styles clash with Grimes. With Grimes on offense, obviously the match seemed better, which isn't good when I don't know. That's just me. I think I agree with Chip. I think wrong kid died.
I think you're both right. I think it's good that Cameron Grimes goes. Cameron Grimes is one of your more over faces, especially in the new look of NXT 2.0 and that stuff. Cameron Grimes is kind of somebody that's going to blend from black and gold to 2.0, and it's going to be a seamless little transition.
But if you sat there and look at it that way, wouldn't you think that they would put Duke over because he is 2.0?
No.
Duke isn't 2.0 technically because he was in the finals of the fucking Dusty Classic like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. What's wrong?
He's the other half of TM 61, the Mighty Don't Kneel.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I had to look him back. I looked him back up when the breakout couldn't happen. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I saw it. I was like, "Oh shit, okay."
Mm-hmm.
Jay Thorne is gone, but Duke Hudson knows how to count cards, so he gets to keep a job.
No, I just think it'll be a new look, Cameron Grimes. Not
This is how to build a ring.
that's what I think. And, you know, like if you're going to shave his him, I'm like, if you're going to shave his or trim his beard, you might as well cut his hair a little further.
There.
But oh well. NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Roderick Strong defends against Joe Gacy. Wait,
Ron
right?
fucking Kid Dog. Ron goddamn Kid Dog.
Joe Gacy's not a cruiserweight. 8 minutes
No.
and 27 seconds. Kane gave us an okay match for a house show. Ryan's right. Wrong kid died. The stories you
Oh my
could tell
God.
with Joe Gacy being the cruiserweight champion or the all-inclusive champion or whatever you want to call it would have been phenomenal. What I think happened.
There was rumors he was going to win, and then
That's what I think happened.
shut
I
it
think
down.
WWE, it got leaked he was going to win, and WWE just went, fuck you, and then just kept Strong as the champion because
Right.
it got out. Because
He said
WWE,
that he was going to make there was going to be no weight class if he won the title.
tends to do that sometimes where, like, if something gets leaked about, like, a big angle, they go the opposite direction even if it doesn't make any sense because they want to fuck with people. So
It would have been cool seeing him be the one that retired the cruiserweight title, though.
So I
However,
asked the foolish question. Do you think that WWE never intended on him to win that at all, and they just had that leak just to see what the
You mean
reaction
put it out
was going to
themselves?
be?
no, I think it got leaked that Gacy was going to win, and I think people got pissed, or not pissed. WWE got pissed that it got leaked, and it got leaked big time, and they were just all like,
Yeah, it did.
they're just all like, nope, we're not doing it now. Fuck all y'all.
Fuck up, y'all.
But this was the most disappointing match of the night.
I figured you were going to say this was the one that you didn't like more than the other one. I would have put this, if I hadn't picked the women's War Game match, if it had to be anywhere good, I probably would have picked this one as the worst match of the night.
Is it even worth me going back to watch?
This match?
I literally went. I walked to go get the mail, and by the time I came back,
No.
Do you like Roderick Strong or do you like Joe Gacy?
Me or Chip?
Chip. If you like Roderick Strong or you like Joe Gacy, give it a watch. I mean, you're not going to miss much. It was 8 minutes and the round kid died.
Yep. It was disappointing with the talent involved. I gave it 2 stars. Like, it was.
Yeah.
I was just.
All right, cool.
I was just so disappointed in this match. Main event time. Men's War Game match. Team Black and Gold, which none of them wore black and gold.
Yeah, but they were also calling them Team Old School. None of them were dressed old school outside Gargano, so give it off to little nitpicky.
But if you're going to be called Team Black and Gold, you might as well wear black and gold. And Ciampa wore the new NXT colors, which was like, huh?
He had black and gold though, face paint.
Huh?
He had a black and gold face paint on.
I was just like, wow. Like, that was weird. Team Black and Gold, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Pete Dunne, and LA Knight. Because when I think of NXT, I think LA Knight. Versus Team 2.0, which is Braun Breaker,
Big Bad Booty Nephew,
Carmelo Hayes, Grayson Waller, and Tony D'Angelo. 38 minutes, 11 seconds. Can't give this 4 1/4. You know who came out as the star of this match to me?
Who?
Grayson Waller.
You mean Ric Flair? No, seriously, he played Ric Flair in Young Rock in season 1.
He just bumped like crazy, so athletic.
That bump was nuts. Holy shit. I've never seen a table explode like that.
And then flipped right over onto his head. But no, he so athletic. Just, he was amazing to watch. He was the star of the match to me. I gave this 4.5. I thought this was absolutely fantastic. Easily match of the night, without question.
I like the callback to the Thomas and Johnny Gargano.
I love the crunch callback. The crunch callback popped me. There were a few spots in the match where I was just like, huh? Where you?
I know one of them, and I think you're wrong for what you said in our chat. Yes, it made sense for them to lock the door with another member coming in because they could have let the other member climb over the top of the cage, and I have a problem with them getting in there.
But they.
Well, here's my thing with that.
Team climb over the top of the cage. Why not? Why not wait till they had the advantage? The heels had the advantage in this match, so why not wait for him to get in and then lock the cage so Ciampa couldn't get in?
Because every time when the heels get a 4, if the heels come in first, they have that advantage till the one face comes out. Usually that's the time to do something to fuck with the door. Why not do it a person early? It's something different. It still gives you that, okay. And fucking Breaker's going to be able to jump from the ceiling into the cage while he's barking like a dog. You're fine.
It's dumb. It made no sense.
I mean, and there's a toolbox under there.
Because you had to have You had to have your own teammate take bolt cutters to unlock the door that you padlocked. That's why it was stupid. And they had the refs come down to try to unbreak the door. If you had that spot planned, why wouldn't you have, just like bolt cutters, have him be like, oh, I have bolt cutters? It was dumb all the way around. It was stupid.
But in the same, again, I don't like the spot either, but that was the spot. The refs were made to look weak, so they couldn't do it. So Breaker to come down.
But it was your team who padlocked the door. So why would you have your teammate use the bolt cutters to put himself in? That made zero sense to me. It made no sense. I don't care what you say. It was a stupid spot. It was fucking dumb. And
I'm just trying to justify it. I still say
there's no justification to it. It was stupid. And does Breaker not know how to? You don't take bolt cutters and pull it like this. You
snip it.
You snip it. You don't yank it. What the fuck? Like, how do you not know how to use bolt cutters?
And my thing is,
it was so
what
dumb.
really looks stupid is that LA Knight looked under the ring, and there's a toolbox right there because it's in every wrestling match. There's a toolbox right there, so that also made it look stupid because there's a pair of bolt cutters in there.
Well, I didn't really mind. It was the whole. I've said it like 10,000 times already. There's no roof on the thing, so that's fucking stupid. And then you padlock it when you have another member still to go, which was stupid. And then you have your team member use the bolt cutters to unlock the chain that you did. There's zero logic to it whatsoever. That's the only gripe I have about this match. I didn't mind going 38 minutes. I thought it was a right time, but that was just like, are you kidding me? That was so stupid. Anyway, love the DIY stuff. This is Gargano's swan song in NXT. You can tell right when he came out with his old music and the look on his face. You knew right from the start this was his last NXT match. You knew it. And then his gear that Ryan pointed out too. Every big
gear
moment,
was cool as fuck.
Every big moment he had in NXT was on that gear.
I really like his tights on his ass, the Johnny Takeover, and every letter was something attached to something with him. It was deadly.
Loved it. Sad to see him go. He's probably going to go to AEW and wrestle Danielson for a match and then not be heard from again. That's probably what he's going to do with AEW. But the right kid died. The only way that match was to end was for Breaker to pin Ciampa.
Yeah. If anything, I think, and this is my mindset for the whole pay-per-view, watching it going, this is their first big show since their swap over, and when it was over, I went, they should not have swapped over.
Should not have?
This is the worst NXT pay-per-view I've ever seen.
Wow.
I think I agree. I don't think it was bad.
No,
by any means. But it was a step. But it was a step down. Yes.
Yeah.
It was not what it's not with the normal stuff they're used to putting on.
Especially with 2 War Games matches.
On the edge of your seat.
It was. What was that, Chip?
I said it is not one of the takeovers that you're on the edge of your seat the whole time. And there's been quite a few where I've watched. I've been on the edge of my seat the whole time. I mean, I wasn't even on the edge of my seat during the main event. It was good, but still, I just wasn't, like Ryan said, it wasn't the product they normally put on.
No,
the quality.
Not at all. Not even close.
Yeah. Well, obviously, overall thoughts on the show. Ryan thought it sucked.
Ryan liked most of the matches, but I didn't like the women's. I really didn't. All the rest of the card was really good. Like, in terms of, like, I watched it and I didn't hate it as much as I hate the women's match. But the overall feeling from the whole show, I was just like, this is not good. You wanted to change and you got your change. It was there, boys, but I don't know. Maybe it's clear Triple H doesn't have any input no more, and that's not a good sign.
No, it's not.
I don't know.
Chip, what do you think of the show?
I thought it was okay. Like I said, I always am excited for War Games. It's one of my favorite NXT special shows, and this fell way short for me. I mean, it wasn't worse than Survivor Series. It was.
I thought
I'd say it was better than okay for a house show.
I thought this was better than Survivor Series, to be honest. Not by much, but I think it was still better.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
All right. Speaking of Triple H's losing influence, is moving to news and rumors. Earlier this year, it was reported that there was a power struggle in WWE between Triple H supporters and those that feel they would lose their positions if Triple H took full control of WWE. It was believed that Triple H's detractors were blaming him for NXT losing the Wednesday Night War to AEW. First of all, what fucking war? There was no war. The only reason that WWE moved days was because of NHL hockey. That's the only reason. So, that's bullshit right there. There was no war. WWE still outrates AEW. WWE still makes more money than AEW. WWE draws more fans than AEW. WWE's pay-per-view buys more than AEW. WWE makes more money on WrestleMania ticket sales than AEW does on their 4 pay-per-view sales combined in a year. There is no war. Shut the fuck up about a war. WWE is in the fucking attic while AEW's on the first floor. They're not even fucking close right now. But shut the fuck up about a war, you Monday night fucking marks.
And that's easy to see because you have at WWE putting on shows in major arenas. You have AEW putting them on in second-rate arenas.
There are some arenas that AEW, I will admit, run. They ran the same arena in Long Island where apparently AEW drew more people. AEW tickets were fucking half the price as WWE's.
I can believe that.
And WWE still made more money on the show with less fucking people.
Were they at Barclays or were they somewhere else?
It was the UBS. So, who really won? AEW drew more fans, but WWE drew more money. Who won?
I'll take more money.
The more money won.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get on with this. This is from Wade Keller. I was told by someone at WWE, this is all bullshit and I fucking love it. I was told by someone at WWE not too long ago that Hunter's not going anywhere. Their familiarity, well, I can't talk today, with the family dynamic is such where they are familiar enough that the Stephanie Hunter-Vince dynamic that Triple H can't cash out and just leave without it affecting the family dynamic in a way that was more negative than something Triple H would do. That could change, hedging your bets, and that person could be wrong, but their hunch is Triple H is either going to work in WWE or not, but not work against them in the pro wrestling business. I just love it when they're all like, oh, there's one person that told me, but you know what? It could be wrong. Well, no shit, it could be wrong. They're fucking feeding you misinformation.
All right, guys, I'm out. Gotta go.
Cool.
All right,
Cool,
Chip.
buddy.
Thanks for
All
going.
right, guys, bye. Yep.
Wild theory here, Fat Man. There's that many names out there right now, and he does have a nice chunk of money. Triple H could realistically start his own promotion.
Oh, yeah. 100% he could.
And there's
But-
enough talent out there now. A third promotion would be beneficial.
Right. And but Triple H ain't going anywhere. There's no way. Devon Dudley's going to have back surgery in the next couple of weeks. I guess he needs 4 discs fused in his back.
What supposed to do?
I don't really have a lot of news and rumors, so I'm just going to blow by this. WWE released 4 action figures of wrestlers who are already been released. Bray Wyatt, Ric Flair, Adam Cole, and Scarlett all just got action figures released on the WWE banner when they've been released.
Yeah, it just sucks. It's not like you're gonna.
Yeah, you can't just. You already made it. You might as well try to get some profit out of it. Speaking of Scarlett, she's teasing an OnlyFans account. Please.
I think she'd be one of the few that would actually do topless, if not nude. Like
Yes.
Paige Van Zandt.
Yes. It is the end of an era, as WrestlingDVDNetwork.com reports that WWE DVD and Blu-ray releases will no longer be offered in the United States and Canada starting in 2022. It's not clear yet what the future holds for international DVD Blu-ray releases. As for the reasoning behind the move, which specifies, wow, I can't fucking talk, which specifics haven't been stated to us. The way it should be obvious, the way is probably the obvious in the end, will boil down to revenue, coupled with the company putting less emphasis on DVD and Blu-ray in recent years and more focus on the WWE network. Survivor Series 2021 is scheduled to be the final WWE DVD Blu-ray release in the United States. That will be available on December 28th. Ryan can't buy his DVD. Well, you guys still use VHSs up in Canada, right?
Funny enough, no, because we talked about it last show, I want to say. Impact sold out of those VHS.
Oh, I 100% thought they would. Like I said, no one's going to purchase that to watch it on a VHS. Just as a collector's edition, it's just super cool.
To actually comment on it, all the DVDs that I do have left now kind of became a little vintage to me. And my mindset is now I'm definitely going to kind of want to find some certain Blu-rays or DVDs now before I get, like, there's a couple of ECW ones that I don't got that I'd like to snag. Any Fed, like, I got the WCCW and the AWA and one of the WCW ones. Any Fed specific ones I kind of want to grab just to be safe. But it's making me go, okay, no more DVDs, eh? They're going to be harder to find. I'm going to have to get on the horn and start snagging certain ones.
Yep. So their DVD sales might probably actually go up for a little bit before they go down. We keep talking about AW contracts. Apparently, the people who signed, like Omega, Cody Rhodes, Brandon Rhodes, Adam Page, Jericho, signed January 1st, 2019, and their contracts expired December 31st, 2021. But there's belief that they pretty much have all re-signed. That's it.
I mean, like, I thought the main ones, those main ones, I had a 2-year. I thought they had a 2-year extension in the contract that could be picked up for another 2 years. Like, what?
Yes, right. Mm-hmm. Right. I would assume so, but you never know. It's the internet. Apparently, Bray Wyatt's Twitter got hacked.
I heard that, yeah.
Multiple tweets were sent from Bray Wyatt's Twitter account offering a PlayStation 5 at retail value to DM the account if interested. Several fans noted that the account was asking those to send direct messages for money to be sent. JoJo, his baby mama, one of his baby mamas, said that his Twitter got hacked. Somebody even messaged him. There was a screenshot, I didn't have it, where they asked if the PlayStation 5 was still available. He's like, yes, $550. And the guy was all like, sure, let's do it. And then he asked for some, like, weird fucking, like, Cash App type thing. I never even heard of it. Like, Zelly or whatever? I never even heard of that. And then the guy went, LOL, well, how'd you hack his account? So, yeah. Let's do this here.
I don't know if you got it wrote down, so I'll say it anyways. Maurice is back full time.
Is she? Where the fuck? Oh, did I delete that photo? I didn't mean to delete that. Fuck. I deleted the one. Oh, wait. So WWE is starting an NIL program, which is name, what the fuck is that? Image likeness. Yep. And there are concerns because that's what Gabe Stevenson is under, because he's still at the University of Minnesota, that the only way to get WWE contract is through this program, which is 100% false. These are for college kids, mostly probably college wrestlers and football players who probably can't make it to the NFL. Those aren't the only people who are going to get. It might be a big chunk of it, but it's not going to be the only way you'll get to WWE. You can still have like those mid-indies people getting signed too.
Yes, but I think what they meant about that is like in the instance of the Stevenson fella, they're going to go after those college wrestlers and stuff like that if they want their new guys, and they're going to try to grab them young and make their new stars. I think this is their way of being able to grab them and promote them early enough,
right?
Like where that Stevenson fella's not going to be here on TV until around Mania, right? Like
May.
Now you can kind of start using him and pumping his name up because of this.
Oh, I agree. But I had a conversation with one of Chip's friends who was all like, oh, man, I'm reading reports that it's the only way to get in WWE is bullshit. And I'm like, don't read whatever fucking Meltzer puts out there. He works for AEW. His whole job now is to bash WWE. Fuck Dave Meltzer.
I think that's first fuck Dave Meltzer the episode.
It is. One last bit of news, and it's a weird one. Jeff Harvey. He missed WWE's live event in Corpus Christi, Jesus Christ, Corpus Christi, Texas, and word going around is he was sent home from the road. He was not backstage at the event and he was replaced by Rey Mysterio. Hardy worked Saturday night's live event in Edinburgh, Texas, teaming with King Xavier Woods and Drew McIntyre against the Bloodline. After spending most of the match in the ring, getting worked over by the Bloodline, and apparently becoming more sluggish as the match went on, Hardy made a hot tag to McIntyre, then immediately disappeared into the crowd. Hardy reportedly went into the crowd at that point, followed by security, but never returned to the ring and didn't even participate in the post-match celebration with Woods and McIntyre. There is still no concrete word as to what led to Hardy disappearing and why he was sent home from the road. He was sent home because he did this. Why? Was he fucked up? I don't know. Let's hope not. It's
random guess. He's trying to get fired.
You think so?
Yeah, it's the only way.
Oh,
unless he does something stupid, there's no way they're going to fire or get fired. They're going to keep him in mind as he can. I think he's just trying to get fired.
Think he wants to get fired and go with his brother?
Yeah. Now, whatever, if that's AEW or anywhere, I think he can do some indie stuff, but I think he's trying to get fired.
After they promoted him on Stone Cold's podcast and blah, 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 and everything. Paper toss. That's it.
Final battle this weekend.
Final battle, yes, will be tonight as you're listening to this. End of an era. We will probably review that show next show. Do you have the card in front of you?
I do.
Okay, can you?
Yeah, not a problem. Jonathan Gresham and Bandito for the Ring of Honor World Title. Willow Nightingale won a women's world title match against Roxy. That happened on the TV show. The Briscoes and the OGK for the tag team titles. The OGK had a really okay for a house show tag match on the NWA pay-per-view too.
Okay, so let's go. Okay, sorry. Let's go by this one by one. I think they're giving Gresham the title.
Yeah, 100%.
I think Briscoes are winning the tag titles.
I think you're wrong. I think they're keeping Matt Bennett and Taven as their main guys for Ring of Honor, while the Briscoes are going to AEW. Yeah,
I don't think that. I think Roxy's going to keep the women's title. They just established it. There's no point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those are the three. Okay, what's
Brian Johnson versus Josh Woods for the Pure title.
Wait, Gresham lost the Pure title
to Josh Woods, the last favorite.
I think Brian Johnson's winning that one.
Well, Josh Woods, I thought, did a match at Dark, so I assume that's just going to be, if they are going to pull the trigger, that's what they're doing. He goes on with AEW.
Okay.
We have the six-man tag team titles. Shane Taylor Promotions, Moses Khan and O'Shea Edwards take on the Righteous, Vincent Bateman and Dutch.
Ooh.
That's going to be bold and shoe ugly. That's what the line Big E said on Raw a couple months ago. Big, meaty men slapping meat. That's going to be.
I don't even know who's going to win that because I can see all 6 of those men going. So, keep it on Shea Taylor Promotions, I guess? Like,
maybe. Yeah, I can't see him switching it over unless they're keeping the right round. Shane Taylor himself is a grudge match against Kenny King.
I think Shane Taylor's winning that.
Mm-hmm. Brody King, Homicide, Tony DF, and Violence Unlimited, the 6-man trio, versus Taylor Rust, Tracy Williams, and Eli Izzy. And there's also a wild card 10-man tag team match on the pre-show.
I think Violence Unlimited is winning that one. Wild card 10-man tag, so it's 10 random guys facing each other in a 5-on-5 match.
How Ring of Honor usually does their Christmas match.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think it's that.
Whatever. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting where they go because they're not coming back until what supposedly Mania weekend.
Yeah, April. Yeah, that's 4 months.
Supposedly.
And they're coming back like GCW. Like how GCW is ran.
Right.
If that makes it sound any better.
Yeah, I gotcha. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. This is just it's sad because it's going to be like what I hate to compare it to NXT, but like what you said, it's not going to be the same ROH.
No, not at all.
And it really hasn't been the same ROH since 2019 2019.
Even AEW killed.
Or 2018. Yep. So, I mean, yeah.
I'm going to fuck with everybody says that's exactly what happened. AEW killed Ring of Honor. And they can act on
Ring of Honor is still going to live on because Supercard of Honor is still going on. Jesus fucking Christ. But no, we'll review that show next week. I don't know if Sleazy's going to watch. I don't even know when Sleazy, like I said, he's in Vegas. I don't know when he's coming back. I don't know if he's just going there for a few days, a week. I don't know what his plans are, but I know he's in Vegas now. Hope the little fucker's having fun. I mean, he could have, if he wanted to lose money, all he had to do was come over. I mean, that would have just been way cheaper. You lose less money. Instead of having to fly out there, get a hotel room. He's renting a convertible. Fucking Mark.
Oh yeah, as my Canadian Sleazy role. What's the social media sphere, Fat Man?
I got to pull a Sleazy. Hold on. We are at Sleazy Fat Man on Twitter and Instagram. Facebook.com/Sleazy the Fat Man. You can find us and all your other podcasts on GearNetwork.com. This show drops every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. So listen to us where you listen to your favorite podcasts. I'm at TWS Fat Man. Fuck Sleazy.
The real Sleazy's at TWS Sleazy.
The real Sleazy. The Canadian Sleazy does not have Twitter anymore.
I'm slowly getting rid of all social media. Fuck social media.
The only reason I really have it is to promote the show. So,
so for Canadian Sleazy,
for the Fat Man. Come on, finish it.
I'm trying to breathe. This has been the rest of the show. Thank you so much for listening.
Fuck Kenny Omega. Fuck Nick Gage. Fuck Game Meltzer. I can't talk today. A hot dog is not a sandwich. A hot dog isn't a sandwich, eh? And maybe I'm Canadian. I don't fucking know. And fuck Sleazy going to fucking Las Vegas and losing a shit ton of money when he go to Las Vegas.
I'm a truth that you seem to run from. I'm an army of one. I'm a clip in your gun. I am the pain
The preceding presentation has been brought to you by the Gear Network.